Hello, everyone. Welcome to Adventurers Wanted. Thank you all for coming on this glorious 10 a.m. start in sunny Edinburgh? Yeah, let's say sunny. Why not? Why not indeed? Thank you all for joining us in the room and online. We have a very large audience joining us online for various reasons. We appear to be on the Wizards D&D channel. Don't quite know how that happens. So yes, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. And if you're watching in the US, it's 2 a.m. What are you doing? Yeah. Cool. Lovely. Without further ado, let us kick off. My name is Chris, and I will be your Dungeon Master for the next 5 hours. And the show this year is sponsored by our lovely sponsors, Warriors of Waterdeep, which I'll get into a bit more later. Before we kick off too much, this is a relaxed performance. That means there is a relaxed attitude to sound and movement in the audience, the benefit of anyone who'd have difficulty being still or silent for the hour. That means the lighting will remain exactly the same. If at any point you want to leave the space, you're welcome to head out the door you came in and come back in again. That's all totally fine. And there will be some background music, the occasional not too loud bang. We try not to make anything too jump scary or that sort of thing for the relaxed performance purposes, but just so you know. And if you need any help at any point during the show, Claire's right there in the back, just waving. Do go and grab her. It's because she's raising the volume on my mic. There we go. Good. Yes, give her a wave or pop over and say hi, and that will be fine. So we're also joined by our BSL interpreter, Tommy. We are one of the few D&D games out there that offer live BSL interpretation, so I hope you enjoy and find that useful. Right, Warriors of Waterdeep, they're our sponsor this year. Let me tell you about them. It's a team-based tactical dungeon adventure on your mobile phone. We have links to download the game on our Twitch chat and on our Twitter, so if that's of interest, do pop over, take a look. It's really good fun, actually. You've been playing quite a lot, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you want to add something there that sells it?
No, I've been playing it a lot, and we're talking about Warriors of Waterdeep? Yeah, and I've managed to level up. I am now all 9 level characters. So it's a big morning for me this morning.
Big morning. Yes. Cool, well check it out. It's really, really good fun, and we approve wholeheartedly. Cool. People in the room, I'm going to ask you because I can't see if people on Twitch feel like this. How much do you know about D&D? Dungeons and Dragons. How au fait are we? I see some people nodding. I see some, yeah, good.
Some sassy neck movements.
Some sassy neck movements as well. That's good, lovely. Okay. Everyone on stage with me is playing an individual character in a shared fantasy universe. They all have sheets in front of them with information about who their characters are and what their characters can do. Those translate into various in-game rule things that are based around a D20. That's a 20-sided dice. This is what they look like. They all have those in front of them. We'll be rolling them to see how well they achieve what they're trying to do. 1 is bad, 20 is good. So feel free to cheer, applaud, or boo, depending on how you feel about the character at the time. I play everyone else, everything else. Everything they encounter, weather patterns, monsters, the dripping tap in the corner. That's all me. I'll be describing where they are and what's going on as we go through. So, without further ado, let's introduce our players and characters for this hour. Starting on my very left, could you please tell us your name, your character's name, a bit about them, like a sentence? Yeah, cool. And your pronouns if you're comfortable, and their pronouns so we know how to refer to them. For example, I'm Chris and I use he and they pronouns.
My name is Alejandro Te. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Benny Goodbarrel, who is, he's a halfling, from a very big family who runs a bodega. He owes a lot of money to the mob, so he'll be going on whatever crazy adventure there is today, and he uses he as well.
Thank you. For our non-American friends, a bodega is a corner shop.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, I'm Chaz. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing the human warlock Jamalaman Chauster. Also he, him. Jamalaman Chauster is found out when he was a kid that his soul was sold into service to the Celestial, and no matter how bad he acts, the angel keeps forgiving him. So hopefully, eventually, he'll do that. He also speaks with a thick Birmingham accent, so strap in, everyone.
Chaz, how am I shortening Jamalamin?
Jam Chor. Jamchor. Jamchor. Hashtag Jamchor.
I'm going with jam.
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 Hi, I'm Matt Chapman. I'm the editor of the official Dungeons & Dragons magazine, Dragon Plus. And I'm playing Zinnian Danan, who is an Earth Genasi druid who wrongly believes he is related distantly to the Earth god.
Oh. But he's not.
He's not. He wrongly believes this. Yes.
I mean, is that going to come up in the next hour?
No, I'm just throwing it out.
Okay, cool. Now I know. Now we know.
I'm Myra, she, her, hers. I'm playing a druid dwarf named Chummer. I'm known around these parts as Chummer. I look like I haven't taken a shower in a while. Like a bag lady on the streets. I'm an older lady. I have a huge sack of random things. We'll see what happens.
I love it. I love it so much. Is that close to my face? Is that close to my face? Yep.
I'm just picturing this dwarf druid as the pigeon lady from Home Alone 2.
That's not too far
A little
off.
shorter.
Yeah.
The pigeon lady from Home Alone 2. And with that, Chloe, can I have something suitably atmospheric, please?
What kind of atmosphere are you going for?
I don't know, atmospheric, like, on a boat.
Here comes the Lonely Island.
This mic's done him, I'm really tempted to lean on it like that, but I think it looks very louche.
It does not.
Oh. The four of you, amongst a larger group who will be playing over the next 15 hours, have been hired. You are on a boat heading out of the town of Saltmarsh, and you are on your way to an island called Cardvern. You've all been hired by Lord Bryson Landgrave. Bryson is youngish, late 20s, early 30s. Bryson is wealthy, but his family has recently been hit on hard times. You don't know the full details of it, but they are not exactly doing well financially, practically, in the politics of Saltmarsh in any way, shape, or form. You know that the island of Cardvern belongs to them. It's their family ancestral home. And you know that Bryson's father, who died recently, bequeathed Bryson almost all of his assets, what little there was left. And that Bryson has put about that he is going to clear Cardvern and restore his family's name. And in the process has spent most of the remaining money on hiring all of you to come and join him on what he probably termed as a grand adventure. You're on the deck of the ship. You are heading towards this island, which you can't see yet. You have been hired for various reasons, or maybe you've been press ganged, or maybe you volunteered to come. I don't know. We haven't talked about your characters in any way, shape, or form. So starting probably with Jazz.
No.
Why are you here?
Well,
I'm regretting this already.
it's just nice to get out of the house once in a while, And also, there was a little bit of gold in it, which is great. Because I like to smoke and I like to drink, in the hopes that it'll annoy an angel who keeps talking to me, but in my brain. Yeah.
All right, John Constantine.
All right. You'll have a good one now.
Alejandro.
Mr. Landgrave, how much money did you say there was on this?
Oh, there's no real money on the island left anymore. I mean, that's a long ago. No, that was all taken away. But I can secure significant funds for you, which will be paid when the island is secured and my family name is restored.
Right. So we can't get like half up front or.
I'm sure I could arrange some kind of equitable deal. What are you looking for?
Just whatever you can up front, just to spot. There are just some people I would need to get some of that money to just quickly before I start packing. So I just want to make sure that that they get that gold, and then of course I'll go, and then we'll get the other half afterwards. That's okay?
I mean, my dear boy, we're already on a ship in the middle of the sea. How are you proposing to get this gold to them?
Oh, right. Never mind then.
What a strange person.
Yes, it takes some serious money to get me on this ship because this isn't my natural habitat. So I will be looking for substantial payment on completion of this mission.
Well, that's entirely your prerogative. I think that's entirely fair. Who are you again?
I'm Zinnia, sir. You hired me because I'm very large, very old, very grumpy, and I'm here to keep the younglings in charge.
Good. Where's Chummer at this point?
I'm at the, I don't know any ship terms, I'm at some corner.
Tend to have corners.
Stern.
Stern?
Yeah.
The back of the ship?
Yeah.
Are you on the raised bit at the back of the ship?
Yes.
Cool,
yes.
that's the poop deck, so that's where you are.
Oh, yeah, that's very fitting for Chummer. My cousin thought it would be good for me to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just looking pensively out to the sea, or are you speaking to anyone?
I'm looking off to where we set sail, just hoping to get back as soon as possible, but my cousin wouldn't shut up until I finish this journey.
The little town of Saltmarsh just slowly is just fading out of view behind you.
Great, and the little tear shed a little tear from my eye.
There's a person standing next to you looking back towards the town. They are middle-aged. You can't tell their gender. And they have quite short blonde hair and are wearing priestly robes. And next to them is a very beautifully carved marble statuette. Can you roll me a religion check, please? First roll.
Yeah. What is my religion? Okay, great. Bag lady knows a lot of things.
Chummer, you recognize it is a literal representation of the god Lathander. These are relatively rare. Most times the gods of Faerun are represented by symbology or iconography, but this is a literal depiction of the god, carved beautifully and ornately out of marble. And unlike normal representation,